Hey guys, Tina here, the Critical Virgo. Welcome back to another Fragrance Fridays. If you are new here, then welcome. Just so you know, I do put timestamps to everything down below. So if you want to fast forward to something, that's what they're there for. Go for it. Today, I have a carded sample of Oud Velvet Mood by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I'm going to give you guys the notes, and I'm going to get right into it. So this one has Laotian Oud, Ceylon Cinnamon, and Saffron Brazilian Copia Balsam. This one, if I had to pick some words to describe it, I would say that it's dry. It's one of the driest fragrances that I've tried from MFK. It's also kind of dark, and I'm just going to say that this is polarizing. If you are an oud fanatic, then you will most likely like this, but if you don't really know where you stand with oud yet, then this might help you decide. So this one wears very linear on me. I'm just going to tell you my experience, like the things that I noticed the most. It's pretty much from the beginning, same from beginning to end. Obviously, it just gets a little softer. So the very first things that I notice when I spray this on, it has like this really rubbery, animalic kind of feel. It's smoky, comes off like kind of medicinal. And I know all those words sound very negative, and I'm not saying it to come off negative, but those are just the words that come to my mind immediately when I first spray this on. The things that I notice the most would be that oud and the saffron. The saffron blended with this oud comes off like a little leathery almost. I enjoy that. I think it's nice. I will say, however, that when you do put your nose up to this and you take a good whiff, yeah, even once it's dried down, it leaves like a slight chemical, smoky taste in the back of your throat. Again, not trying to come off in a negative way, but I can see how a lot of people who aren't deep and heavy into oud would be really turned off by this. That's why I'm saying this is a very polarizing scent. If I had to think of some sort of imagery that I would put together with this fragrance reminds me of like one of those movie scenes where you have just some cold urban setting, and you know how in movies and shows the floor is always wet. So the floor is wet and you've got some hipster wearing this. Like, that's what I picture when I smell this. I have a very difficult time saying that this would be a very versatile fragrance. It does project quite a bit, and it is very long lasting, which are positives if you do enjoy this scent, okay? Now, if you spray this on and you find it to be absolutely disgusting, then those could be really big negatives. I live in sunny South Florida where it's very hot, and this projects a lot. I think that it would be best in cooler weather. I have trouble recommending this as a daytime work fragrance just because of the composure of it. I can find it to be a turn off, kind of offensive for some people. So I would caution wearing this one at work. I think like if you were going to hang out with some friends, you know, if it was a cool day, I can even see people wanting to wear this like if they were going out to like maybe a bonfire or something, or I don't even want to smell this on date night. So I'm going to say no to date night because I don't find this to be a very sexy or appealing fragrance, even though I do like oud. I just don't like it in this sense. So I'm going to say no to that. I find it to be, all fragrance is unisex, okay? But I find this one to be a little more masculine. I think that guys are gonna go for this one a little more than most women. And I cannot see a really young audience going for this. I think you're gonna have to just straight off the bat be like an oud fan, or be a little deeper into your fragrance journey to appreciate this. Again, I see a lot of people, especially like retail consumers, going up to the counter, trying it, and be like, oh, that is just not for me. It's strong. And again, depending on how you feel about oud, that's really going to determine where you go with this. For me, it's personal pass, just because I don't need this type of oud fragrance in my collection, and I can't think of a lot of occasions where I would get use out of it. So it would be a waste for me. And then pricing on this, again, you know, you're really gonna have to want this and find value in this type of fragrance, because it is quite expensive. Like most of the MFK fragrances are. 2.4 ounces is $375. So yeah, I mean, if you really like the fragrance, then you're probably gonna opt to get it. It is an extrait, so that also has something to do with it. You know, it's a little bit stronger, and you know, a little bit of this one definitely does go a long way. Like I said, it's very long lasting. You'll get a full day's worth of wear out of this one. And if you like this fragrance, then that's a positive. But if you don't like it, then that's a huge negative. I know a lot of you own this fragrance or have tried it out, so I'd love to hear your experiences with it. You know where to put the comments, put them down below. Until next Friday, guys. Bye.